As a website focused on gaming, we often get approached by marketing strategists and promoters about various products, services, and events. Most are pretty straightforward. However, some are bizarre, to say the least. The other day, we received an email informing us that Wizards of the Coast and ihop were working together on some promotional content relating to Magic the Gathering. This caught us so off guard that we simply had to investigate. The email. The email we received from an event marketer opens with, "Pancakes and late night diner gaming have always been a choice combo for Magic the Gathering players." What? Has this always been a thing? Some of us at BGCami are longtime MTG fans, and none of us have ever combined pancakes, late night diner visits, and playing Magic. Maybe we're in the minority and somehow missed this trend over the last couple of decades. Or this marketer is full of night soil. The next line in the email reads, "But only recently have these venues officially welcomed tabletop gamers with open arms and mana." Open mana? Okay, clearly this marketer doesn't know too much about MTG. Here's the next part of the email. All that changed when ihop held 3 nationwide gamer-hosted dinner parties. Planeswalker pancakes were flowing, pancoins were stacking. Gamers and friends were invited to play atop Magic-themed playmats and taste test the new mana-inspired pancake partnership on the house. We scoured the internet to find any information we could about these dinner parties, but we couldn't find evidence of any officially hosted MTG events, or even promotional dinners. Maybe all the ads about them were taken down after the events? However, if that were the case, why wouldn't there be at least some traces such as on Reddit or other discussion boards? Maybe the marketer was confused about what the promotion actually entails. But then, pancakes were flowing? How do pancakes flow? Maybe they meant the syrup? They followed that last line up with, "Pancoins were stacking." Come on, this is the perfect opportunity to make a joke about the stack. We're talking about pancakes, which often come in the form of a literal stack, and the stack is one of the most important mechanics in MTG. And nothing. Just a reference to ihop's Pancoin rewards program. Wasted potential. Now we're hungry and insulted. Next there was, gamers and friends were invited to play atop Magic-themed playmats and taste test the new mana-inspired pancake partnership on the house. We were pretty confused about this portion of the email until we did some research and found that the marketer was probably referring to MagicCon Las Vegas, which is where these special pancake-themed MTG playmats, sleeves, and counters were given out. However, not once did the marketer mention MagicCon Las Vegas, the time or place of any events, and worst of all, they sent this promotional email to us at the beginning of November. MagicCon Las Vegas happened in September! Talk about being late to the party. Now we'll never get those tasty playmats, sleeves, and counters. All joking aside, this seems like it would be a nightmare for any hardcore collectors who couldn't make it to the event. The email ends with, "It's no secret that food and gaming are a good match, but if you're interested in learning more about this flavorful partnership and how the agency thoughtfully curates its gaming partnerships, we are happy to connect you with the team who can share more." Food and some types of gaming do go together, as well as food and most other things, like watching a movie or cramming down your crippling depression with ice cream. But MTG isn't one of those things. We can't fathom eating while playing MTG because we're too concerned about getting food stains on our cards, playmats, and sleeves. As for contacting the marketer's agency, why would we bother to do so well over a month since the promotion ended? If nothing else, this clearly shows how inept this marketer is at their job. At least we get this fun video out of this otherwise useless promotional email. Planeswalker pancakes. As avid foodies as well as gamers, we immediately cast frantic search to get on this stack. See, unnamed marketer? See how easy it was to make a stack joke here? Here's another for good measure. We couldn't call ourselves MTG fans if we didn't get second breakfast on the stack and snag some syrupy food tokens. Okay, that's enough. On to the actual edible stacks. Jace's Illusionberry pancakes. Not bad. Blueberry is a very flavorful, pun intended, choice for blue mana themed pancakes. We have no idea what double blueberry means, but we assume it's just a lot of blueberries. Regardless, this one gets our approval as both lovers of sweet breakfast foods and counterspells. Liliana's Chocolate Corruption Pancakes. First off, great name. Chocolate pancakes with chocolate chips covered in chocolate syrup feel about as black as pancakes can get without being burnt. It's also flavorful in the sense that Liliana doesn't seem like the type of planeswalker to go halfway on anything. She either wants no chocolate or chocolate everything. Mono black represent. Our only qualm is that they didn't go with dark chocolate. That would have been thematically more appropriate, but we get that milk chocolate is probably a better seller. Chandra's Pyroblast Pancakes. We like that they mention haste in this meal's description. That feels right for red mana themed pancakes. With that said, why strawberry banana? Bananas aren't very red. They certainly go well with strawberries in terms of culinary suitability, but this doesn't feel as flavorful as Jace's or Liliana's stacks. We would have gone with strawberry raspberry for maximum redness, or maybe strawberry cinnamon, as the latter ingredient could add a bit of a spicy kick without being too overpowering or messing up the taste. Ajani's Perfect Pancakes. Here's where ihop ran out of ideas, and didn't care enough to do more research. Yes, make a cat joke about the Leonin Planeswalker, but don't make his stack special in any way. Not only was Ajani given the most boring pancakes, original buttermilk, they didn't even describe them in an interesting way. Ajani keeps the peace and that's it. I guess no other planeswalkers keep the peace in ihop's eyes. It seems the heads of this campaign noticed how lazy this came off as, and, to compensate, they gave Ajani's stack 5 pancakes instead of 4 like with the other planeswalkers. Personally, we would have given Ajani's stack 4 whole wheat pancakes for 2 reasons. Wheat grows on plains pretty well, and whole wheat pancakes are pretty bulky, much like our dear Leonin planeswalker's impressive physique. Vivian's Heroic Protein Pancakes. Poor Vivian. Surely got the shortest stack here, both literally and figuratively. There's nothing remotely green about these pancakes. Also, what does added protein have to do with MTG's mana? Are they even that much healthier? If you're going to take the healthy route with a chain restaurant pancake recipe, maybe try something vegan or gluten-free. We get that naturally green ingredients would be challenging to insert into pancakes. No one's going to order kale or spinach pancakes, right? With that said, after thinking about this for roughly 1 minute, we came up with a couple of ideas. Pistachios are green and could result in some nutty pancakes, which would both be unique and probably taste decent. Another idea is to use green apples in a stack. You'd have to offset the potential sourness, however, that wouldn't be very hard. I guess the team in charge of coming up with Planeswalker pancakes didn't have an extra 60 seconds to spare for brainstorming. Community reaction via Reddit. While doing research into this tasty yet bizarre concept, we found a hilarious Reddit thread. We'll link it in the description if you want to read all the comments in full detail. However, we'll go over some of the highlights. Ajani got the extra pancake to make sure you are completely full. Referring to that time Ajani Goldmane was completed by Phyrexians, and implying that this is the reason for Ajani's 5th pancake is brilliant. ihop should fire their old writing staff and hire this Reddit user. These Ajani pancakes taste kinda oily. Another solid reference to Ajani's Phyrexian incident. Imagine all the marketing and time and contracts and money invested in this. Art drawn up, posters placed, the whole 9 yards to give people 2k XP. The least valuable thing in-game ever. Is this just a plan for exposure? It's a video game. Give everyone an in-game pet, or god forbid 10 alchemy packs, and someone may actually go buy the pancakes. This is a great point. Enough said. Man, I'm a little insulted that they think we're all fat basement-dwelling nerds who live off of ihop and Hot Pockets. They're not wrong, but still. Wizards of the Coast know their target demographic, and they're not afraid to let us know, as we sit in our basements devouring endless quantities of pancakes and Hot Pockets. Can we talk about the fact that they used Vivian instead of Garruk or Nissa? Yeah, why Vivian? Garruk and Nissa probably are more well known out of the green aligned planeswalkers. Weird. Do you guys have any fun or strange MTG promotion stories to share? If so, please drop a comment about it. We'd love to hear any interesting stories you guys have. Also, while you scroll down, please consider liking and subscribing. Our channel is pretty small, so any and all support helps us out a great deal. Lastly, thank you so much for watching. Until the next video, take care, Planeswalkers.